Hi, my name is Karen. I'm from robotics and I'm gonna explain my code. First off, we need to create a new file. In that file, we're gonna open three new windows. One, we're gonna name it like, in this case, I name it display.h. It is important to create a library. Then to display the same name, but instead .h, we're gonna name it like .cpp. And then the main code. In this part, we're gonna define the name of the library. We using if and def, and then define. We're gonna include the Arduino to make it function in Arduino. Then in this we name the class as display because it is a library to use in a display. In this case we use a 14 segment display. And then we have two parts. We have the part of private. We have the part of private and the public. In the part of private we have the variables that the user cannot change because we name it default. In this case we use a to the n, like the segment names with our datasheet. Then we name KL and KR, KL2, KR2, because it is the special segment that light or turns on one side of the segment or the displayed segment. For example, this KL is for the left side and KR is for the right side, and this with the number 2 is for the second segment display. Then in the public we have another variables, but these variables the user can change it and can give a new value, like the pin and the value that they want. Then we have these functions that we gonna make and create, like counter up, counter down, ABC enter, alphabet, the name, and the print. This is gonna be useful for the name part. So in the display.cpp, the other part of the library, we're gonna include the library that we create before, and then include Arduino to make it function. So in this part we're gonna integrate the segments named before, and we have the definition of these variables as an output. That it means that we have that variable gonna receive and not send information. Well, here we're gonna associate the variables that we create and the variables that the user can edit, as like here we have. Then we're gonna create the specific thing that the function gonna make. Like this example, we create the counter up function, and here we create every single number and the delay of every number. And then we have the other part with the same exact logic. We have the counter down, and then the numbers and the delays, and in which display gonna show that number of that count. Then we have the difficult part, that is the function of the alphabet, that is gonna show all the alphabet on a display. In this case, I decide to put it one letter in the right, one letter in the left, and so on. And then we have the part for the slide text. We use a set string, and then we use a const chart dot text, and here we have like a mathematical operation and logic that I'm gonna explain. In here we have that the text that the user gonna write is a parameter, so the function is it is gonna start to 0 and gonna end to the length of the text. That's why we have this function and then text. And here we're gonna print each character in the display, in the 4 displays like key R, key L, and so on. And here we have that. And here we have the last operation, that is that the display gonna show 20 times so fast the letter, so for our eyes we are not gonna see like 20 times. It's gonna appear that it's just one time, but that let us show 4 different letters for the different displays, so we can show like a complete word in each display. And for the last part we have the main code. In here is like the user is how the user gonna use our library. For example, they gonna include our library with the .h, then they gonna put a value in our variables, the pins for their SP32, and then what they want to do. Here, because we have already this function in the library, they just gonna name it and use it like this, and the result is the following one.